It's the 4th of August, Rabbi Furst, Havos Halavovos.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Lou. And Lou mentioned this very slow for series. She was sound off here, care of Zoom. Shir Aleph for Benizbani will be starting now. Continue on with Havos Halavovos. And we're in the 23rd of the Heshbonos. And I think that's just so we can get a fuller appreciation of it. Let's start it again. And this is actually, you're going to see this is going to be very relevant. I'm not sure if you were. Someone told me yesterday that in New Jersey there was an earthquake on Tisha B'av. You know.
Really? I didn't hear that.
Yes, earthquakes in New Jersey.
Wow.
That's pretty unusual.
Yes, I think it was 3.8 on the Richter.
But that's not too strong.
No, but that means something, and maybe we'll talk about that. But that's going to be very relevant to this 23rd Heshbon that we have here. Yeah, let's begin from the beginning. That's on the first page of the document. It should be about the fourth paragraph. We started this before, but let's pick it up and we can start from the beginning to get a fresh start.
V'hashalosha v'esrim, the 13th, Heshbon, b'chol, no, I'm sorry, Chesh, habchina, b'chol ma sheyesh ba'olam mikitani, the understanding of everything that there is in the world, from the littlest havarios, of the world, v'gedolosehem, and the largest, ume alos hamidvarim, and the virtues of those who speak, bo umidregos, habereim, and the levels of their creation.
Yeah, sort of. So, first of all, like Habechina is like the clear understanding, that everything which is everything that exists in the world, Mekatne Abrius, from the smallest of the creations, Vegedolehem, and the greatest one, and the biggest ones, Umalis Umailes Hamidabrim, and the advantages that those beings that can speak have over the rest of the creation. V'madregas habruim, and the various stratas, classes of things created.
I'm sorry, b'techi sono, v'elyono, v'tikonan, tikonas, hagil galim, v'utinoos, hashemesh v'hayareach, and the lesser and the greater, tukunas, I don't know, tukunas.
Tukunas are those things which are formed and goggling, those things which are the astronomical formations.
Excuse me a second, I got a call from Magley Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Rabbi. Are you teaching today? What time? 11:30? Uh, yeah. All right, 1 o'clock. Meir, you want to learn with Rabbi Moore at 1 o'clock?
That would be fine.
Okay, that's okay. All right. Bye-bye. Hey, sorry for the interruption.
Good. Yeah. So right, you have to think about all the advantages that we who speak. We have advantages over all those different classes of things which have been created, whether they're below us or above us, and uh, involving all the astronomical tichunas hagaglim, the astronomical formations.
Formations, the astronomical formations.
Yeah. Like tichunos is like formations,
Right.
structure.
And their movements and the movements of the sun and the moon, and the stars, v'ha'omdim ha v'ha'holichos. I don't know v'ha'holichos.
Okay, so because you have this the movements, right? You have the movements of the sun and the moon, right? And then you have the Kochavim Ha'omdim. There are two types of stars, Omdim V'cholochim, the stars that are stationary, and then you have the stars which move, which basically we call them planets. But in their times they used to call them, they were all considered to be stars, right? And there were those stars which were Omdim, stationary, and then there were those stars which moved, which were, as we know, and we call them planets.
I see. V'yiridas hagishamim, and the falling of the rain, the neshivas hadochos, v'yitzias haholed min harcham. And the falling of the rain and the Venashivas, I don't know.
Neshivas haruchos, right? The blowings of the winds, ruchos of the winds. Neshivas are the blowings of the winds.
The blowings of the winds, the Yitzias Holed, I don't know.
This is the Havlad, the Yitzias Havlad Minarechem, and the birth of a child from the womb.
Birth of a child from the womb. Uma shehu yoter nifla mizeh, and that which additionally falls from this.
No, nifla is wondrous, meaning umashu yosim nifla mizeh. And what is even more wondrous than this, meaning all these things are constantly happening around us, and these are all things which we should take time to look into and have a clear understanding of what HaKadosh Baruch Hu did when he created these things, that all these things are there to teach us various different things. But you only have to spend time looking into it, and you'll see the wisdom that Hashem wants to teach us based on the various different things. There's certain wisdoms which are uncovered through thinking about the sun and the stars and the moon and their movements and those things from the winds, and if you think about what Hashem has done in creating these things, so that's supposed to give you a special, more real relationship with the Kadosh Baruch Hu, because as I said, we learned this in Pirkei Avos, the last statement, Pirkei Avos, Kol ma shebara HaKadosh Baruch Hu ba'olam molech avodo bora. Everything which in Hashem is created in His world has been created for His glory. So everything exists for the glory of Hashem. So to understand where that glory is and how that glory is uh, demonstrated. So you need a little time to think about those things. So if you think about those things, then these things will become revealed to you. So now what he says here is Umashu Yosenif Lamizeh. Now that which is even more wondrous than this, meaning all these things are happening on a regular, constant basis, and there are tremendous wonders to be discovered in each and every one of these things. But even what's more wondrous than that is as follows.
The Yoter Dak and more complex, the Yoter Nir'eh, and more visible, the Yoter Nistar, and more hidden, mafili, habore yisparach. What's mafili?
Mafili is the wonders, right, of a Kadosh Baruch Hu. Mafili Hashem Yisbarach, the wonders, right? Actually, it's actually Mepele Habor Yisbarach. These are those the wonders of a Kadosh Baruch Hu, meaning Yoser Nira Yoser Nistar, meaning that which is even more wondrous than all these things which we see openly with our eyes. Those things which are even more wondrous than these things are those things which are more complex and which are more hidden from the open eye, and they are more expressive of the wonders of Hashem.
No, I'm sorry. Hamorim al Timimos Chachmaso V'yoch Laso V'yoch Laso V'hanigaso Hatova V'chanina so ha urechaniv verov hishgachto al ha beroim. And that which is dependent upon the perfect wisdom and is able to behave good and is abounding in hakolalas. I don't know what hakolalas is.
Okay, so it's so like this. It's that the those things which are more complex and more hidden from open view, they express the wonders of a Kadosh Baruch Hu even more. And Mo'orim, they indicate the Tamimas Chachmaso, the perfection of his wisdom, Mikalasoi, and its completeness, Van Hagaso HaToiva, and his good interaction with us, V'chaninasoi HaKolelas, and his general mercy. Chachanyanana is mercy, and Kolelas is his general mercy, Rachamav, and compassion.
Verov ha hishgachto. I don't know what hishgachto is.
Hashkachaso is his like Hashkacha Pratis, is his rove, his all encompassing supervision over his creations.
And the abundance of his supervision al haberoyim on his creations. Va'al yishiach rov re'usach osam ve'orach regilosach bahem al azivas hatima meham v'habchina bahem v'al yishiach rov.
Al Yishiach Roiv Rosecha Osam. And it shouldn't interfere with the fact that you see these constantly. Meaning all these things that he's been describing are very natural, so to speak, ordinary, constant natural events. But that shouldn't distract us from seeing the wonders in them.
All right, good questions. Oh, give me a second.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. The orach regi lasso. Something is normal.
Right, just because something is is normal, is routine, right? That shouldn't affect our ability to look and to see the wonders in it. Although, I mean, it's very hard. It does, it does affect us because we live with it as a routine. So we don't appreciate the wonders. When there's an earthquake in New Jersey, so people think, wow, that's quite impressive, right? But when there's earthquakes in Mexico City, which happen on almost a daily basis, they don't think much about it, right? You know about Mexico City, right?
Right.
It's always happening earth tremors, right? I think so, right?
I don't know. You know more than better than I do.
If I'm not mistaken, it's right there on the on some fault. It's the same fault that runs up to California through Los Angeles over there. I think it's the same fault.
San Andreas Fault.
I think so, yeah. So it's a shaky place down there. But,
A lot of shaking going on down there.
yeah, so they have, as I remember, they're constantly having tremors, and
Makes sense.
yeah. Um, but New Jersey, you don't hear about new earthquakes in New Jersey every day. Baruch Hashem. So yeah. So just because there's these things are routine, he's cautioning us that we should still appreciate them nonetheless.
Right. Usahi kedimas yediasach osam michayavas. And it is in the forefront what is yedi of our knowledge of them from our obligation. Shetiklu shetikal bahem ba'avor shahayis ragil bam milidosach lirosam ula hastikal bahem. let's see, and that they light up for the sake of shahais,
That it should be.
that it should be normal, regular with them. And in their generations, to be observed, and to be used with them.
So okay, so one says so that that tehei kodemis yediasa also mechayeves, that your understanding of these things, right, should be at the forefront of your knowledge. Shetikal behem ba'avur ha'isa rugel, because it actually makes it makes them lighter, insignificant in your minds, since you ruggle them, since you ruggle your routine in them, miyoldosan, from your childhood, miyoldosan, the rosan, to see them, mistakubahem, and to observe.
Okay.
So he's cautioning us. He's giving us caution that even though that we have been routinely observing these things since we can remember, since our very early childhood, and everyone knows day coming in and night coming, day and night, and all these things. Everyone knows seasons. We're all used to these things. We take it for granted that this is the way Hashem runs the world, and it is. It is, in fact, the way Hashem runs the world, and He wants the world to run this way. But nevertheless, we have to act against this desensitivity to the wonders of them. We have to always try and be sensitive to the wonders that exist in them, even though that we might be really, really living them through routine means. But that shouldn't detract. We have to work on it, so it shouldn't detract from our appreciation for it.
The kacha nimtza.
Let's see, maybe. Okay, maybe should we take a break to turn on halachas now? Maybe.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Let's make a point that we'll leave off over here. Okay. Right. Okay, good. So let's take a break and we'll start with the Mr. Now with Mr. Brewer. Yeah, okay, we have a few things to follow up on the Tilkas Tisha B'Av. One or two.
We're still above.
Yeah, still in Vav, right?
Okay, see you in a few minutes.
Very good. Thank you for the reading, Lou. And
Yes,
thank you.
Lou.
We'll see you soon.
Bruch tia.
Okay.